Hey everybody, this is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com here in San Diego, California. Today I'm going to go over the latest and greatest from Akrapovic or Akrapovic, however you want to call it, doesn't really matter. This is the latest iteration of the pipe that fits the Vespa GTS 300, ranging from the GTS 250 starting in 2006 all the way up to the latest model with the HPE updated engine. So this new exhaust system comes in two different flavors, both natural stainless steel finish with the carbon fiber tip and along with a black finish, which is also a stainless steel can with a black ceramic coat finish on it and a carbon fiber tip. They do have a slight difference in price. The part numbers on these two pipes at ScooterWest.com is PMAK-07, and if you're looking for the black version, just add the suffix -BK. So a new optional accessory that can be installed with the new exhaust system is the heat shield. Made out of carbon fiber, has high quality stainless steel clamps that mount to the header. Part number on this complete heat shield kit that's separate from the muffler is PMAK-01-shield. And you can look in the description of this video for all the different part numbers. So you may ask why you would want to put an aftermarket exhaust system on your scooter, other than just looks. Well, typically with a system that has a baffle like this, in my dyno tests I've done in the past, you gain around 5%. It's not much power, but also the note is much better, the exhaust noise. You know, some people want exhaust systems that are very loud. The Akrapovic systems typically aren't that loud, but they concentrate on having a very nice exhaust note. And at the end of this video, I'll start the scooter. Of course, the audio going over YouTube probably isn't going to carry the full effect of the sound that comes off the exhaust system. But the third most important thing is people like to have a lighter weight exhaust system. And later in this video, I'll cover the different weights of the previous generation Akrapovic exhaust system and the stock exhaust system that comes on the GTS. So let me show you all the features with this pipe. You can see it's got a completely restyled carbon fiber tip. It's got a twin pea shooter style pipe with a baffle in here. One thing to keep in mind, this baffle is not removable. I certainly haven't tried to slide hammer it out. There's no visible fasteners that allow you to remove this baffle. And I can tell you it is much quieter than the prior generation Akrapovic pipe. Whether you have the baffle in or you have the baffle removed where it's very loud. So if you look down the intake to this exhaust system, you can see part of the baffling system and perforated mesh that ties into the elements that baffle the noise as part of the exhaust. One thing to keep in mind, this product is not designed for use on US roads, as with nearly every single exhaust system found for the scooters. So keep that in mind. Some jurisdictions, some states, some local law enforcement, even with a stock exhaust system, there is a chance that you're breaking the law by putting on an aftermarket pipe. Use your own judgment. You should know the laws of your own region. This pipe does meet all the standards for continental Europe, from what I understand. They do have an optional catalytic converter that goes inside the intake that will clean up the exhaust. One thing with the stock exhaust, it does have a catalytic converter, so it does run cleaner than these aftermarket exhaust systems. So here's the original Akrapovic exhaust system for the GTS 250 and 300. The mid pipe's pretty identical between the older generation and the new generation. They may have some small changes. I haven't looked at them very closely. But moving on to the can, it does weigh less and it's much noisier even with the baffle in. One thing to keep in mind with the previous generation, you can remove this baffle for a straight through exhaust system, exhaust note. There's a rubber cap under here. You can gain access to a screw and you'll be able to take a slide hammer and pull the baffle out if you're looking for maximum noise. And if you have a kitted out scooter, you definitely get a tiny bit more power without running the baffle. Keep in mind, this pipe is designed for fuel injected scooters, so the fuel injection system adapts quite well to these exhaust systems, especially if you leave the baffle in on this prior generation Akrapovic pipe. We do still have a limited supply of these available. It's PMAK-01 and PMAK-01-BK for the black version. These are discontinued from Akrapovic, and once they're out, they're out. So in addition to the silencer, detailed instructions are included. You get a European certification. That's no good here in North America. It doesn't do anything. A warranty. They do have a 2-year parts warranty on these exhaust systems, just for the exhaust system itself, and it's handled through the US distributor Upshift here in North America. The hardware packet that includes stainless steel hardware, aluminum spacers, and a high quality stainless steel clamp and a pair of springs, and the mid pipe. So you probably ask, how does this sound? Well, let's find out. Very quiet. I would say it's only a tiny bit louder than the stock exhaust system. So from what I understand, the latest Apple Watch is quite accurate at detecting noise levels. I'm about 1 foot away from the exhaust system, and at idle we're at 70 to about 80 decibels. So let's see how this compares when it's revved up. Only slightly louder than a stock exhaust system. So you can see the exhaust note is very tame. And you're wondering why it may be smoking. It's a brand new exhaust pipe. And typically with the new exhaust systems, it's got material inside the pipe during manufacturing that will burn off for the first 10 to 15 miles. So as you can see, the noise level is very similar to a stock exhaust, as this exhaust system that's found on this HPE 2020 GTS Super Sport. So we're hitting a little over 90 decibels. So like I suggested, the gains you'll get out of this pipe is about 5% over the stock exhaust. Not much. It may be noticeable when you're moving along at higher speeds. And as you can see, the various generations of the Akrapovic pipe. Here's the new generation. Here's the prior generation in black. Also comes in the same natural finish as the pipe that's installed on the bike. And here's a bone stock HPE GTS pipe. Let's go over to the scale and see how these all weigh in. So we're over in the shipping department of ScooterWest.com. Essentially Fabio.
Yep, I'm the shipping manager. If you ever get a package from me, I personally probably touch it a few times.
And he's Fabio the third. There's 2 other Fabios out there. So we have the stock exhaust and the Akrapovic. I got that mixed up. It doesn't really matter. So the survey says, put the stock pipe up on there. This is a 2020 HPE exhaust pipe. There you go, 13.85 pounds. Let's put the brand new Akrapovic exhaust system, and I'll put the mid pipe on there as well, since that's part of it.
See, it's better than dieting for a month, right?
Yes. I don't know, what's cheaper, dieting and losing, what was that, 6 pounds, or buying a pipe that's less? One thing to keep in mind, that pipe is unsprung weight. So it's on the engine and on the rear wheel. So it's quite a bit more noticeable than the weight that you have up high when you're sitting on the seat. So here we have the previous generation Akrapovic pipe for the GTS 300. Unfortunately, I think it weighs less. Let's find out. It's got the mid pipe installed. And survey says it does way less. So next week you could check out the next video that I'll publish. That'll be installation of this Akrapovic exhaust system along with the optional heat shield. Also, check out the link that you can click, I think, up in the left of the prior generation installation video. So look in the description of this video for all the part numbers of the various pipes that we have available at Scooter West. This is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and Scooter West. Check out all our other videos, mostly pertaining to the Vespa GTS 300, accessories and how-to videos, along with the vintage Vespas and other modern Vespa models such as the previous generation, LX, ET4, and the Primavera and Sprint current generation. Until next time, it's Robot here.